What would it be like to live inside a work of art? Hi everyone, Ken here. Welcome to This House. Today, we're exploring the highly detailed Heinrich House in Washington, D.C. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an exciting episode of This House. In 1842, Christian Heinrich was born to a working-class family in Germany, but by the age of 14, he had become an orphan. He spent his younger years traveling throughout Europe, learning how to brew beer, until his sister, living in Baltimore, invited him to emigrate to the United States. He found jobs everywhere, from Chicago, Illinois to Topeka, Kansas, traveling around the Midwest working for breweries. By 1872, he had acquired the skills necessary to run a brewery, so he partnered with Paul Ritter to lease one of the Schnell's breweries in Washington, D.C. By the following year, Mr. Schnell had passed away, and Christian bought Paul out of their partnership to reform the company as Christian Heinrich's Lager Beer Brewery. Quality was at the top of Christian's priorities when it came to producing beer. He started off selling to the neighborhood, before quickly expanding his business to supply hotels and restaurants. Within 5 years, he was producing 30,000 barrels annually. With a successful business and a wildly popular product, the only thing holding him back were natural disasters. His first brewery burnt down, and so did his second, so in 1896, he decided to spend his life savings creating a state-of-the-art, fireproof facility for producing his beer. In no time at all, he was producing 500,000 barrels per year, becoming the second largest employer in Washington, D.C., just behind the federal government. All the while, Christian had been married twice and invested in real estate with any spare money he had, and one of those parcels happened to be on DuPont Circle, a now thriving community for some of the world's most elite. He, along with his wife Matilda, hired Granville Meyer to design for them a stately mansion in the Richardsonian Romanesque style. Christian took the same approach to building his dream house as he did with his factory, by making it state-of-the-art with both gas and electric lighting throughout, as well as indoor plumbing. Behind the brownstone and brick facade, the house was constructed from concrete, reinforced with iron bars, making it one of the first fireproof residences in the nation's capital. In addition to being over-engineered, German-American artists were hired to adorn the house with masterful ornamentation, as we can see the complex patterns on the facade, blending pilasters into the frieze and subsequent cornice. These handcrafted details would greet visitors at street level as well as they passed below the porte cochere to enter the home. Walking inside, the entrance hall welcomed you with an oversized newel post supporting lights to reflect from the marble stairs. The ceilings were edged with hand-stenciled patterns, and the walls continued with three-dimensional patterns forming grooves in the walls. No surface was left unadorned, nor any architectural element left without intricate detail, as we can absorb the complex patterns found on the staircase. The living room became ethereal, beneath a ceiling mural trimmed with an elaborate frieze. Panels were equally distributed throughout this room, catching light from the rounded window bay, part of the tower we first saw outside. Turning to our left, we will continue through an opening towards the dining room. Coffered ceilings soared overhead, blending with wood-paneled walls. As we look around the room, we will find figures hidden in the wooden carvings, amongst floral motifs carved into the woodwork as reliefs. Even the furniture, such as the sideboard, boasted the faces of lions. With such high ceilings, the music room was able to boast a mezzanine, the railing of which was wrapped in wood panels, boasting yet again elaborate relief work. Upstairs, directly above the living room, was Christian and Matilda's bedroom with 2 separate beds. While it was rare at the time for a wealthy couple to share the same room, it was not rare for them to each have their own bed. The house wasn't all so serious, however. It also had a beer drinking room, where a collection of steins was paired with Bavarian antiques above a mosaic tile floor. The kitchen, located in the basement, would have been run by the family staff. It was considered state-of-the-art, with the most up-to-date appliances money could buy, paired with fashionable glazed brick walls. Christian and Matilda enjoyed their mansion together for 1 year, until Matilda died from complications following a carriage accident. After 4 years of grieving, Christian married his first wife's niece, Amelia Kaiser, who was 29 years younger than he was. They quickly started their own family, having 4 children, and continued to live in the house until Christian passed away in 1945 at the age of 102 years old. Amelia followed him to the grave in 1956, leaving the house to the Historical Society of Washington, D.C. Throughout the next several decades, it served to house the Historical Society until 2003, when it was placed up for sale. several companies began making proposals to reimagine the site of the house, with some calling for demolition. That's when the Heinrich House Foundation was formed, to purchase the house and establish it as a house museum. Since then, it has been open to the public for tours. The interiors have been lovingly restored, allowing guests to truly immerse themselves in the masterfully crafted artisan work. Which room was your favorite? Let me know down below in the comments section. And while you're there, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an exciting episode of This House. I would also like to take a moment to say a special thank you to our This House supporters whose names you can see on screen right now. If you would like to see your name on the screen and show your support for the production of these videos, join our membership program today. I'll see you next time on This House.